Hey, I'm Dante,
And hey, I'm Dana.
and welcome to the Donta Show.
Let me touch it, can make it bad, I'ma make it bad for it, bad for it. When I tease you, you ain't gonna wanna stop, I'll make you bad for it, bad for it. I know you want my body and I'll make you bad for it.
What's up, Village? It's your boy Kwame, the man with the plan behind the stands. Before we get into it, do me a favor. If you are on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, or whatever, hit that share button so people can see what the fuss is all about. Don't worry if it's the end of the show, they can catch the replay. We're trying to spread the love instead of spreading the lies, y'all. All right, let's get into it. Did you know that our boy Dante Morrison is a best-selling author? Do you like smut? Yes, smut. Well, these books are filled with it. Check out The End of the Rainbow, followed by the sequel, Yesterday Clarified. You can get them on Amazon, or if you are tired of giving Jeff Bezos the time of day, you can visit www.dantemorrison.com, where in fact you will find out more about the motivational, inspirational, hilarious host known as Dante, Mr. Morrison if you're nasty. He is not only the host of TDS, he is a public health advocate, motivational speaker, and community change agent. Articles, interviews, blogs, podcasts, vlogs, and more. You name it, and Dante has done it. Speaking of vlogs, have you subscribed to the Dante Show YouTube? Now, every villager should be subscribed. The more the channel grows, the bigger TDS messaging becomes. It's really simple. Go to www.youtube.com/Dante Morrison. And also, did you want to be a guest on the Dante Show? Or do you want to book Dante or Dana on your platform? Stop. Don't inbox him, don't email him, or even call him. You know what you need to do? Go ahead and open your handy dandy smartphone or Wi-Fi enabled device and send an email to info@pyromedianetwork.com and request your presence on the show. It's 2021, y'all, and Dante and Dana has got management. So, let's conduct business. Speaking of management, the Dante Show is produced by Pyro Media Network. We are a Black-owned digital marketing and video production agency helping businesses and brands make an impact with their message. We also help businesses navigate what we call the biggest communication shift in over 500 years, social media. So, if you have a business, brand, or influence, and you want to take it to the next level, contact us today. All right, y'all. Thank you for joining us tonight, and we hope to see you on the next. Boom.
What up, everybody? Happy Monday. Welcome to the Donta Show. I'm your boy, Dante Morrison, and right next to me is the phenomenal, ultra magnificent, what's your name, dog?
Hey, what's going on? What's going on, ladies? How y'all doing tonight? It's your boy Dana Thane in the building.
If
Let's
you are
go.
a lady out there and you have ever screamed for Dana, because all them screams and we never see these chicks.
I don't want them on camera. Some of them don't look. Some, you may have a
I
few.
get it.
You may have a few in the crowd that it may be a couple of booger wolves that are screaming for you. So.
One
You know what I'm
man's
saying?
trash, another man's treasure. Don't do it. What up, Daryl? I see you out there. What up, Shanty Lady? Always on there on YouTube. What's up, Always Lady 365 on YouTube? Hey, we appreciate y'all starting your week off with us, with me, Dante and Dana. And today is going to be some Monday mayhem. We got all kind of topics we're going to talk about. But you know how we do it. You know, February is Black History Month. We know it's March, but we Black 365, 7 days a week, 24 hours in a day. So every episode of the Donta Show, we bring you some Black History Month, and today is no different. What's up, Asia, all the way in Vegas? Today is no different. So we're going to educate you on another
Asia.
Black icon on today. Kwame, hit it. Bow, here we go. Black History Month is over, but we still Black. Today we are recognizing Benjamin O. Davis Jr. Let me read about Benjamin. Here we go. Until the late 1940s, the U.S. military was segregated, meaning that Black and white soldiers served in separate units. Even though African Americans could join the military, they were not allowed to become pilots. In 1941, the year the United States entered World War II, the Tuskegee Army Airfield began training African Americans as military pilots. Benjamin O. Davis Jr. was part of the first graduating class of pilots and immediately given a command of a unit of all Black pilots. He later commanded an even larger group. Boom. Y'all know who it was, right? The Tuskegee Airmen bravely flew into enemy territory in Germany and Italy, successfully completing many dangerous missions. Thanks to Davis's leadership and his pilot success, the military now understood that allowing Black and white soldiers to serve together was the right thing to do. In 1948, President Harry Truman signed an executive order to integrate the armed forces. Benjamin O. Davis Jr. influenced equal rights for soldiers even after his death on July 4th, 2002. Today's Black history icon is the great Benjamin O. Davis Jr., the man who oversaw the Tuskegee Airmen and helped to desegregate the armed forces of the United States. Give it up for Benjamin O. Davis Jr., Black History Year. Period, because we Black all the time.
All the time. Inside, out, the way you dance.
That's how we do it here. That's how we do it here. And then y'all know what happened after the Black History Year tribute honoree. That's when I bow out and my boy takes over and he motivates y'all with that Joel Osteen words of wisdom and that Joel Osteen smile. So y'all know what time it is. It's time for the what?
It's time for the Dana drop. Let's go. Boom! What's going on, beautiful people? I pray everyone's in good spirits right now and good health during this time. Again, me and my boy Donta, we love you guys. We love our village. Thank you so much for tuning in to us each and every week at 8 p.m. Listen, like he stated earlier in the commercial, please go travel over to youtube.com/Donta Morrison and click that subscribe button. Click on that joint. Tell a friend, tell a cousin, tell everybody. Follow us because they don't want to miss this ride. I'm going to talk about something today because something truly touched my heart. For those of you that don't live in California, we have this grocery store by the name of Ralph's. And I was in Ralph's the other day, and it was an elderly gentleman in there, and his wife was coming down the aisle, and she was also elderly. And it was some younger people in there, and they were just so freaking disrespectful. I mean, it just, you know how you want to say something, but you don't. You just keep it to yourself, and you just be like, man, because you don't know what the outcome may be. You may put hands, somebody may get hurt, whatever. But they were just so blatantly just disrespectful. The older gentleman, was having, his wife coming down the aisle, she was, moving a little slower, and they didn't have any of the riding things in there for them to ride on. And, we have to respect our elderly people. We have to respect our elderlies. For one, they've lived longer than us, obviously, but truly, if you stop and think about it, they walked a long way in their shoes than we've ever could have gone. It commands respect. It just commands respect. Life is hard, and you have to have patience and have considerations and have time and spend time with our elderly. because they've spent a long time on this earth. You never know if the lady was having back issues, knees issues, whatever the case may be, but you just being so disrespectful and hurry up and not even saying excuse me and just barely just knocking the person over, you know. And then if you would have took the time out to have a conversation with that person while you were standing next to them in that aisle to get whatever you may get, just they know more than you think. I mean, if you haven't already found things to talk to your grandparents about or your neighbor or someone older that you may see, respect the worlds that they've lived through, the parts of history that they've survived. They have a lifetime of knowledge, and you're so quick to treat them like they don't matter on this world. They have experienced different things than we have. The world was a different place back in the day when they were young. Evolution is happening fast. You know, they have to learn how to work the internet. They have to learn how to get on Zoom. They have to learn how to get on, you know, what is it? I can't think of it, just whatever. All of this stuff is they didn't. I'm just so frustrated that I just can't think of it. But you know, we have to take time with our elders, even with the self-checkout and things like that. They didn't have this when they were young. Do you understand what I'm saying? So we have to be patient and kind to them. They see the world in a different way than we see. Through the experience of their own lives, through the time they have spent on this earth, they will see the world in their own perspective. You might think they're not paying attention when they are. They might assign themselves differently to the way that they walk and dress and do things that we do different. So you need to take note, because one day we're going to be elderly, and our children and their friends and the ones that are coming up from them are going to be the young youth, and you're going to be the old person, and you don't want to get treated like that. You don't want somebody to just almost knock you over, or don't even say excuse me, or oh sir or ma'am. You know, it's polite to say, hey, all they can say to you is no. Hey, do you need help with your bags? Or hey, you know what? Hey, you know what? I see that you're having a hard time. Why don't you go ahead in front of me? And things like that. Just be nice to our elderly. That's all I'm saying. Be nice to our elderly, because one day we will be walking in their shoes. All right? That's the Dana drop. And that's all I have for y'all tonight. I'm out. Boom.
That was spot on. Good advice, man. I feel you on that. That's real talk. You know, that's real talk. Oftentimes I'll be like, when I see elderly people that kind of getting dogged out by kids, I hate when I see teenagers. I hate when I see anybody basically cursing up a storm around an old person.
Yeah.
You know, especially if that old person ain't cussing with.
Right.
You know,
right.
But I've seen like kids at the bus stop and whatnot, they just going ham. And it's like a elderly person sitting at the bus bench waiting for the bus, and they act like this old person is not there. I was not raised that way. I would get popped in the mouth. You know, I get popped in the mouth by the old person at the bus stop, and I bet not hit that old person back. But I think that it's just, I mean, I don't want to blame it on generations. You know, I think a lot of it got to do with parenting styles. Parenting styles have shifted. We're now in an era where, you know, I've never been an advocate for beating your kid to death, you know, but the discipline.
I mean, some of them deserve a smack in the head once in a while. And now, you know,
leave Timmy alone. But I'm just saying. I mean, when it comes to the how children are reared today, it's like they're raising kids like adults are their equal. Yeah. You know, and I'm all for adults respecting children. You know, let's have conversation and tell me how you feeling, that type of thing. But a child will never be the same age as me. Right. And I'm not gonna sit and have adult conversation with this kid like we grew up together. So I think when it comes to how parents are raising their kids, I'm seeing a lot of them raise their kids like the kid is the same age, you know, as the adults in the room.
And you know what used to get me, man, is and I have friends, you know, because their parents allowed them to do, when they call their parents their name.
Yo, I used to call you Dana?
Please. Listen, let me tell you something. I used to sit back and be like, did this nigga, did he just call his, did he just say Linda?
Right.
Hey, Linda.
Hey, Wanda, come here. Wanda.
Hey, Linda, can I go with, can we go to the park? And she was just, oh yeah, y'all go ahead. And I'm looking around. So I went home and tried it. I said, hey, Johnny May, look here. Can I have some cereal? And I woke up. The cereal was there. It was soggy because I was asleep for a while after she knocked my ass out. But she did give me the cereal.
Right.
It was, like I said, it was soggy, but hey.
It was moist.
It was moist. But see, it had to be soggy because my lips were swollen. And I had to.
Something soft.
Right. I needed something soft.
So real talk. Do any parents out there that are watching, does your child, who is a child, call you by your first name? I'm just wondering. I'm like right now, I'll call my mama by her first name if we whatever.
Yeah, jokingly, yeah.
But growing up, I never said her first name. So I see
that was a curse word. That was a curse word. If you called your mother, if you called your mother by your name, you might as well just said all the curse words that were ever created. Or your dad. If you ever called your parents by their name, you just should have just started cursing right then.
And especially when their friends come over and you call their friends by their first name.
Without a mister?
Yeah, hi Brenda, with no miss in front of it, no nothing in front of it. Hey Barbara. Barbara? Who was Barbara?
Your friend, that lady that cooked the greens
Barbara.
with the.
Barbara coming over.
But see, Timmy would be the one that say, your friend, the one that cooked the greens with the mustache, that lady.
Yeah, Timmy's disrespectful. Yeah, let me see what Eddie Pierce just said. Eddie Pierce, and for those that don't know, Eddie Pierce is going to be a guest on the Donta Show on April 12th. So Eddie,
let's go, Eddie.
Eddie said, I think part of the problem is that we, as Black people, have lost so many generations due to slavery, Jim Crow, and more modern impediments. It's the children raising children or grandparents raises grandchildren on a vicious cycle of repeat. How different might it be if not for the loss of so many potential good mothers and fathers? I think you're right. I think a lot of generational shifts occurred that kind of changed the dynamic of child rearing.
Right.
It changed the dynamic. Let me see. Latoya Brown says, I have a 20-year-old and I'm still mama.
Right.
That's real. I'm 49. I still say mommy. 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 I still do it. I don't care. Kwame said, I don't care how old I get. I will never call my mother by her first name. Do you know how big of a high heel would be in my ass? Just a sharp stiletto.
Right, a stiletto.
A sharp stiletto. But I think that's good stuff. That was a good drop, Dane. That's a good drop. All right, y'all, listen, we got some questions we're going to ask y'all on tonight, all right? Tonight is just Monday madness, a Monday mix-up, all right? So our first topic, so get your friends up in here, get your friends,
let's go.
Cousins, your loved ones, get them up in here. Here we go. So our first question, our first topic, give me back my stuff. Give me back my stuff. Give it back. Now here we go. So listen, we're gonna ask y'all a question. I don't know if Kwame typed the questions out, but if not, it's all good. So the question: is it tacky? If after a breakup to take back gifts you have bought your ex?
I think so. I think it's tacky.
You would never do it?
No, I've never done it.
Have you thought about doing it?
I thought about taking some things, but then it's like, well, what is it worth? Because if you're breaking up with someone, you don't want anything to remind you of, that person or whatever. Now, granted, you may still be friends with that person or what have you, but I've never, I've never taken anything back that I've gotten.
But you're not taking it back to keep it. You're taking it back to throw in the trash.
No, because that stuff needs to be there to remind you of me.
Ooh.
Swish.
I'm still here.
Hello. Is this on?
Right. I am. Hey, who bought you this sofa?
Right. Exactly. Who got you them red bottoms?
Right. Who bought you this refrigerator? Dana.
Right. Exactly.
Okay. Let me see. LaShawn said, nope. It was conditional to us being together. So give it back. So LaShawn, are you saying you would take it back? You want it back? So LaShawn, this is gifts. This is gifts that you bought.
Do she want it back because she's still paying on it?
Well, that's the part. Listen, if I bought you a car,
right,
I'm still paying that note. Hey, run that car back. You know, if I got you, some stuff, and I'm still paying the monthly, I'm gonna need you to run that back for me. I'm gonna need you to run that back. All right.
But when you think about it, most, and I don't want to get in trouble for this, but I don't care. But most women will throw the stuff at you and say, "Take this, you got me." So most women would throw the stuff at you anyway and say, "Take, you came in with this. This is what you bought. Take." You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Peanut Butter said, "Hell yeah, I agree with Dana."
That's right. Come on.
But that is true. You come to think about it, that is true. You know, they will get in they fit of rage and start grabbing everything and get this to your old mama and take it back. I don't want this mink coat. I don't want these diamond earrings. Take these old raggedy red bottom shoes. I can buy my own.
And then they on the phone later with their girl. You know what? Girl.
You gave him the mink, girl.
You gave him the mink. I gave him the mink.
I was mad.
And then the girlfriend will be the one that called. Hey, what's happening? She gave you that stuff? Yo, she was stupid for giving you that stuff back.
Dana, I would never do you the way she did.
I would never you do. Ever. You said you're gonna be where tomorrow playing, singing where?
Don't tell her I called you though, because she real, insecure, and she may think something finna happen. We was friends anyway, right?
We was friends before y'all even met.
Right. I'm just saying. Carmate, you get the next one. Carmate, what's the next one? Let me see if you wrote that. I don't know. It's my bad. What if it's stuff you let them borrow and they have been using it for years? So let's just say y'all been dating. Her TV was on the blitz, but you was always over there. And you said, you know what? I got an extra flat screen at the house. I'm going to bring it over here. You my bae. I live for you. I love you. Your TV you got a little small black and white. I'm bringing my 75-inch flat screen. My mount on the wall, because I see this going somewhere. Y'all break up. You didn't give it to her.
Mounted on the wall.
Yeah, you mounted it. You didn't give it to her. It was a borrow. We in this relationship. So, hey, you can borrow my flat screen. We broken up. Are you snatching that off the wall and taking it with you? What you gonna do?
Well, if you don't live there, why would you let her borrow your flat screen anyway? Wouldn't it be in your place?
No, you had an extra one. Cause you that kind of dude.
Hey, if I had an extra one, here we go. First of all, if I had an extra of anything, ain't nothing get nailed down, ain't nothing get hung up that can't get removed. No, we could sit this thing on the TV on the stand there, or we could go get some crates, and mount that sucker on some crates.
We could sit on top of your broken TV,
or sit it on top of the chest drawer like everybody else do, on top of the dresser in the room.
Sheet over it for a nice little decorative look. But I'm not mounting it, Dana. Yeah, Eddie said, "Cut your losses." Eddie said, "Cut your losses. Cut your losses." Here go Rico. Rico said, "It's mine. When you lose me, you lose all rights and privileges. Gifts are privileges." See, Rico, that kind of petty.
He said,
all this up in here was conditional to you being with me. When I go, everything in here that's mine, go.
No,
the bed, the coffee table, the sofa, the rug, everything. Go.
Eddie, what are you saying? I want to. He has to explain that one. Cut your losses. I'm cutting my losses by not taking. I don't want it.
No, so you're with it. You're gonna just let her keep everything.
Yeah.
Oh, she can have a flat screen TV.
Dude, she can have whatever. I could go get another one.
I'm with Sharitha. A borrow is a borrow. Get my stuff back. It's I'll let you borrow.
But 9 times out of 10, she gonna hit it with, or he gonna do something to break it. Here, take this old TV too.
Yeah, no, it's a borrow. You break it, now you buying it. Now you paying for it because it wasn't yours. So now we go to small claims court because it was never your TV. The TV came conditional with me because I didn't want to watch stuff on a black and white TV that had rabbit ears. So I said, I'm going to bring my flat screen while we dating and know each other the whole nine. We can watch my TV.
Now y'all got to bring court into it.
Breaking up? Okay, I want the TV. I want the ice trays. I want everything that I brought. Give my stuff
everything
back.
That the devil stole.
I want it all back.
Who said we going to court? Come, if we got to go to court, have that TV. Please have it. You best be assured I'm going to pour some water on the power line or something.
That's petty. That's petty. Yeah, Sharita, like you break the glass, I'm going to break on your ass. Right. Right. You breaking the glass. Everything broke. Kwame, what's the last one?
Let's go.
We got some riders on here. Then we got some ones just said, we just keep all my stuff. If your ex asked for their stuff back, would you give it?
No. It's going in storage. I ain't even going. You cannot get back this leopard recliner. Right. I don't like it, and it's going in storage. And I may have it posterized. Shoot.
So you saying basically, if she say it's over, Dana, give my stuff back, you would say no.
Well, you know what? The laws has changed in California, since OJ. So, you go into jail over toaster ovens and stuff. So, yeah, I probably would. I'll sit it on the porch for you here.
It's outside in the rain.
Yeah, it's outside in the rain. We ain't got to see each other. Come get it because they're arresting black men over petty stuff. He got my gold-plated ballpoint pens
that my grandma gave me.
Right. And you sitting up in a jail cell behind some ballpoint pens and a couple of number 2 pencils that was given to you by Barack Obama. Get out of here.
When he was in school.
Right. I want my Kobe Bryant and stuff. Give me all my stuff back.
All right, Dana. So you're saying you would not ask for your stuff back. Just for clarity, you wouldn't ask for your stuff back, and you would not give the stuff back that was given. Well, you would give the stuff back that was given to you only because you're a black man in America. So if your name was Bob with blonde hair and blue eyes, you keeping everything because the laws will protect you.
Right.
But for us,
we stole it. No, for us, we stole it.
Right. Hold on. So Titan asked a good question. Titan. Warehouse, yes, Titan. The stuff is at your house. So Titan, you and I together, we break up. I'm like, Titan, I'm gonna go through your closet and get all the stuff I bought you, plus all the stuff that's mine.
Titan don't look like he will let you go in the closet.
So now it's my stuff. So now I'm taking the stuff I bought you back, and then I'm taking the stuff that I bought back. I'm taking the comforter off the bed because I bought that. Okay. I'm taking the towels out the linen closet that I bought. Okay, I'm packing up all the groceries that I bought. All right, everything that I bought in that house for us, I'm taking back. All right, out of your house, Titan. So Titan, would you allow that because it's the right thing to do, or would you want to tussle over your stuff? So Thais said, David, get your stuff. Thais said, I donated all that to Out the Closet.
That's right, Thais, that's right.
Said, I donated. There you go. The Thais said.
Let's go, Eddie. Eddie's Team Dana. Eddie is Team Dana. That's right.
Copyright your sip because Dana be using your sip all the time. So Thais, copyright that sip. And if anybody use that sip, you take them to court.
Thais.
Somebody sip like Thais.
Hey, you know what? It's going out the closet.
Right. Period.
And end the sentence.
Period. I'm just saying. Okay. All right. So Titan, Titan knows that I'm gonna come. I'm gutting his house out. And Titan, you can keep what you bought. Whatever you bought, you can keep. But if I bought it, it's going with me. I don't even want it, but it's going with me.
But look, you wouldn't feel bad if you the man and you bought everything in the house, being a gentleman, and then you break up and you just take everything. You wouldn't feel bad that person is has nothing left. You wouldn't. There wouldn't be an ounce.
It depends on how
you
we
wouldn't leave
up.
a blanket, dude, for a pallet.
It depends on how we broke. Use a sheet. It's California.
A
it
sheet?
Depends on how we broke up. Now,
You know
if
what
you broke up with me, I'm taking everything. Yes, always lay through. Yes. Waiting to exhale and get out. It depends on how we broke up.
Right.
If you broke up with me and you did me dirty and all that kind of stuff, then But if it was an amicable breakup, like if we had good conversation, hold on, what did Tim just say?
He said, wait, go back.
Tim Hall. I gave my ex's clothes to your organization. That's where all them clothes came from, Tim. Tim, I thought that was a love donation because you lost some weight or something like that. Tim, you're petty. You're petty. But you did clothe a large sector of young youth that need those attire, Tim. Thank you so much for your
right. Now they walking around town with some nice clothes on, smelling like Drakkar.
Yeah, thank you. Fahrenheit. But I'm just saying, so it depends on I think the breakup plays a huge part. I don't care what nobody say. If somebody hurt your heart and just dog you out, you walk in and they done did all kind of stuff or whatever, you're not gonna be as amicable. You're gonna think of ways to how can I get a win in this situation, and that may be the win. Yeah.
I mean, I think every situation is different, so everyone may have their own opinion on what they see as, Yeah, I'm gonna give it. Yeah. So I think everyone on this in our village have been in that situation. I'm sure. Everyone's been in that situation. Everyone, including Thais.
Everybody got their heart broke. I don't care who you are. Everybody got their heart broke one time. I don't care. All right, y'all. Don't go nowhere. We got a quick commercial break, please. 30 seconds. We'll be back. We got a whole nother section of topics we're gonna talk about. You don't want to miss it. Here we go. Boom.
Let's go.
Welcome back to the second half of the Donta Show. Please make sure to follow the Donta Show on YouTube. Go to youtube.com/Donta Morrison. Click that like button and subscribe. Tell all your friends, your family, your cousins, and your loved ones to do the same. Help us get to 10,000 million views.
Let's
our
go.
Followers. Right now we're at, I think, 500 or something. We got 500 more to go before YouTube be like, hey, that's a really good show. But we need your help. Jamaica Jatoya, you are late. Jamaica, you are late. Yes, I'm calling you out. You are late. Late. But Jamaica is here. Shout out to Jamaica Jatoy for watching the Donta Show. I see Shari Stamps done tipped on in. What's up, Bridget? What's up? Hey, listen, if y'all want some good soul food, y'all better go out to Sunday Dinner Soul Food out there in Corona. Shari, put the Sunday Dinner Soul Food address in this chat. This is all about Black community, Black businesses supporting each other. Go get you some short ribs and some mac and cheese and some dressing. You can even buy one rib. She sells one rib. If you want one rib and a napkin, she'll sell it to you. She don't care.
Hey, you know what? Before we go forward, the ladies want to get. I think Kwame's picture flashed over there, and the ladies. Yeah, I allowed them to screen for Kwame. Let's give it up for Pyro Media Network. Hey, doing their thing, baby. Doing their thing.
Pyro Media Network. They making it happen.
Listen,
here we go, y'all.
Not screaming for him no more.
So
sit down.
So you get your stable in order. So the second question, or the second topic, Kwame, you want to roll it now? We ready? Boom. Ta-da! Eat the meat. Spit out the fat. Eat the meat. Spit out the fat. All right, so listen. Here we go. There's been a lot of stuff that's been happening as far as our Black socialites or people we consider celebrities where they have misspoke or been caught in the reality of their existence. But throughout the course of their life or their social media presence, they have dropped nuggets here and there and built themselves a rather substantial following. Okay. All right. So when we think about messengers and who is delivering the message and how the message is coming out, even if they're telling us stuff that we need to know about or is kind of helping our relationship, and y'all know who I'm talking about. If you don't know who I'm talking about, go to the Pyro Support. The Pyro Support did a whole expose on it. So I'm not going to say the guy's name. I'm going to see if you guys know who I'm talking about. All right. So we have people that are influencers that state their position on subjects, and then they're discovered as not being the individual that they are professing everyone else to be. All right. Okay. So that's one thing. So how do we do it? Here's the question. Can a bad messenger ruin a good message? All right. Can a bad messenger ruin a good message? So Dana, you're human, you're flesh and blood. You make mistakes. You make mistakes. So have you ever been in a situation where you have given a solid message or solid words of advice, and then people found out that, hey, Dana told me to do all this, but Dana is still doing what he told me not to do?
I've been walking this Christian road a long time. So,
Hey,
Kata.
That's it.
Hey, all I have to say is that the songwriter said it best, Mr. Donnie McClurkin himself. We fall down, but we get up.
Not the example I would have used.
Exactly. That's why I said it. That's why I said that. I knew you was going to do that.
Yeah, I kind of would have found another voice, but okay.
Okay.
For the sake of the show,
Right.
okay.
Right.
Because of your analogy, we'll go with that.
Right.
But
No. You know what? I'm sure I have. I'm sure that I have. And not intentionally, though. I wouldn't say that I would give advice and then do something intentionally.
Okay.
I would say that. Okay.
And I think that's fair. And the reason I'm saying that is because, we all, if you don't know, of course, Derek Jackson, he's this guy that built his fame on telling women,
slandering men,
the kind of man that they should have, and, the man they should look for, and, black men don't cheat. And, he started a whole movement. I've seen quite a few of his videos,
right,
trying to find the like. I never really cared for the dude. I never really liked him, but from what I understand, he dropped nuggets, and a lot of women support this guy. Well,
man,
in the midst of all of his black men don't cheat, yada 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 yada, he was cheating. Okay, not my business, not my house. What he eat don't get me fat. I really don't care. But I think that when it comes down to it, is it should we throw out every single thing that people have said, that may have helped somebody, because they got caught doing the opposite of what they said? I'm asking, think about all the women potentially, and some men who have been helped by Mr. Jackson's sermons or messages, they've been helped. So because they know that he had some challenges in his marriage.
Right.
Does that mean that everything that he said in the past should just be watered down and diluted? Trust, I am not an advocate. I'm not supporting. I'm using him as an example. All right. That's all this is.
Right.
It's an example. So what are your thoughts on that, Dana? I mean, could you allow someone's good words still keep you encouraged, even if you find out that they full of,
malarkey.
Yeah.
You know what? When I first started hearing, and it's so funny, me and my guys were talking about this today, and I tagged them. I tagged them in this, so hopefully they chime in. But when I first started listening to this guy, I would go in and out, and I'm like, yo, this dude is raw, wild. I said, he's breaking all type of bro codes and whatever the case may be, or whatever. And I just couldn't get with him because I just saw what he was doing, I saw through what he was doing, and I saw, it almost seemed like he was trying to be a sex symbol, trying to get a bunch of women because he predominantly had a bunch of women followers. Of course, he didn't.
They
have
love
a lot
him.
of
They
male
still
followers.
do. They rocking with him. They rocking with him.
And I just knew that it was something fishy about what he was saying. Like, come on, man. It's like, let me take the shine off of me. It's almost like, let me take the shine off of me and talk about this person over there so you won't see what I'm doing in my backyard. So let's talk about what's going on over across the street. You know what I'm saying? So I just never agree with it. I never would. I personally am loyal to my friends. You know, that's a no-brainer. My word is bond to the grave. And I just could never see me doing anything like that. You know,
I agree. I mean, I totally get what you're saying. In terms of that cat. You know, like I said, I only watched a few, but his whole approach got on my nerves.
Yeah.
You know, like something about you, dude. I can't.
Yeah, it's like he was on 94.7 The Wave or something, and it's like,
I'm like he was Theo from back in the day.
Yeah,
I like what Derek said. Derek said he's a narcissist, plain and simple. He is a narcissist. He has real Trumpish ways about him. You know, if you want to know a narcissist, look at Trump. Period. But he is a narcissist. I can say that. Kyrie said he stole his entire concept and it worked in his favor. Who would he steal the concept from, Kyrie? I'm not privy to that. Honestly, I
me
don't
either.
know. So who would he steal the concept from? Was it like Tyler Perry stole the concept of Medea from somebody else? We all know that story, right? Or, you know, so who did Derek steal the concept from? And then Nicole Vick said, in his case, he done lost 100% credibility. That would be like me telling everybody to be vegan, but eating bacon and fried chicken behind closed doors.
You're right.
I get that. That is true. That is true. Okay, I get that.
But see,
so he said,
go ahead. No, I was gonna comment on Derek because Derek said people like Steve Harvey, but people like Steve Harvey for a different reason. I don't think people like Steve Harvey for the exact thing that he's doing right now. He did the same thing that this gentleman is doing. So I don't think it was a lot of men that didn't like Steve Harvey for that, but they like him as a comedian. They like him, other stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, Steve Harvey was a diverse brand.
Right. It was a bigger brand.
Derek was just this one thing, this uncertified relationship guru, So and then like I said, y'all but before y'all say Dante Morrison said Tyler Perry, stole the Medea from somebody else. Allegedly, Tyler Perry took the Medea concept from somebody else.
Tyler's on here. He's on here tonight. He's here. He'll come up.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
He'll meet us in the green room later to talk to us.
Yeah, I'm just saying. So let me see. The women are chiming in. Hold on. Let me get this. I got Thais's right. 1, threw men under the bus. 2, capitalized off of broken, insecure women who secretly wanted him. Okay, he did throw black men under the bus. Period. Point blank. Ife on YouTube said, "I'm so tired of BS men." Girl, me too. Ife. I'm worn and withered. I'm tired of these opportunists taking advantage of people's emotions and feelings and tapping into something and said, "Oh, I got him." Boom, bzz, right here. Come on. But Nicole said, agreed. You got to give him some credit for milking the hell out of that niche he created. He definitely created a niche. He found a platform and he grabbed them udders and he squoze and he milked it like a Dairy Queen. I mean, he filled the cans. All right. Steph Sims, he has helped lots of people. You can throw the baby away with the bathwater. I'm sure he and his wife are going through a lot. His actions are deplorable, but it doesn't mean he's a horrible person. Well, I look at him sideways now? Probably so. Right. And to that respect, Steph, I do think that the situation is between him and his wife.
Right.
It's really him and his wife. And I think the attention, well, that's hard to say too in your personality. When you invite the world into your home, and start spewing all this stuff. I honestly didn't even know the brother was married. I didn't know he was married. I didn't know he had a wife, because when you go to his pages, you never see his wife. You never see children. You never see nothing. So he kept all of that under wraps and out of the public eye. But the thing that he did,
which is his choice, which is his choice. Yeah.
Exactly. But because, like Nicole said, he milked that niche he created, he opened himself up. It's like, dude, if you're going to do something like that, go to Botswana. You know, go somewhere where nobody knows who you are. And then you get your freak on, you do what you got to do. But you don't do it in an environment where everybody knows you. You take that stuff to Spain. Get you somebody that don't have Facebook, don't have YouTube, don't speak English. Do what you got to do, but don't do that stuff so close to home. You know, I don't know. I'm sorry. Let me see. Who else we got on here? Ooh, everybody. Yes. Step udders. He grabbed them udders and he milked. You heard the milk hitting the can because you know it was sad. A lot of women was just chimed in. Sean Poole said, "Derek who? Derek Jackson." If somebody wants to hit Sean Penn up, Sean Penn. He must be thinking about me. Sean Poole, and let Sean Poole know who Derek Jackson is. Let Sean Poole know who Derek Jackson is and what Derek Jackson does. But, you know, my thing is, hey, again, what Derek eats don't get me fat. This is between him and his wife. However, it is his fault. It's his fault 100%. Hopefully he's taking accountability. I believe him and his wife did a YouTube or Facebook Live video today. I turned it on, but I couldn't get into it because you all know how Derek looks. Derek looks and he does this whole I'm too sexy for myself poses and all this kind of stuff. And then his wife got on there. She had like this macrame bonnet, you know, this old sweatshirt, you know, pretty woman. She's pretty, but it was like, you know, sis, I get you in love, but come on now, come on. You know, and this may sound wrong. This may sound wrong. So ladies, if you know that your man has a wandering eye, and if you see that the side piece that he wandered away from you with was a dime, no, she is a quarter. I mean, she's a baddie. I looked at her and was like, yo, okay, I can do something with that. You know, I was looking
fly skillet.
Right. You know, she got some screams for me. And then you sit next to this man who portrays himself as a sex symbol, and you sitting there looking like a hobbit. It's like, yo, sis, come on. You know, do a light beat. Put a lash on. You got the money. The money. Go down to the Rite Aid and get you some fashion fair. Do something, but don't just sit next to this man that has cheated on you with this bombshell female, and you looking just like, man, come on now. So... You know, yeah, Derek, you're right.
So
you're
you
right.
think
Derek
it was her
said
fault?
You're right. But let me get this. Derek said, but I think as a black folks, we have to be honest that it just wasn't cool. An open relationship is one thing, but to lie and have his wife looking crazy is another. You're right, Derek. That's what I got a problem with. You know, you woofing all this noise about relationships and black men don't cheat and bruha, and then you do this to your wife. Then you put your wife on social media next to you, and
she looking like you told her to be.
Yeah, she looked real like just don't trade places with what I've been through. Just like, and I'm like, what's okay, but you know, whatever. All right. So y'all, if you don't know who Derek Jackson is, y'all can go ahead. Like Thais says, she looked like Penny's mama on Good Times. Thais, before or after she bought Penny that brass bed?
Right.
Because, you know, when she bought that brass bed and did that, you know, that clap with that cocoa brown nail polish, with that scarf, you know, babushka on her head and that mink coat, you know. Well, Miss Woods, you know, which Penny Mom we talking about? You know, I'm just talking about. But she looked done. She looked completely done. All right, y'all. So, Before we go, I just want to share and pay tribute to a young man who I mentored for a few years at my church. And I just want to give a shout out to my little homie, my little friend who transitioned over the weekend. So he passed away over the weekend. He was tragically hit by a car while riding his bike. And that's my little homie. That's Anthony. So for those that don't know, I am really involved in youth advocacy and work with kids and love kids. And Anthony was one of the youth at the church I go to, Church One Ministries in Long Beach. Whoop, whoop. Shout out to Church One Ministries. So I'm over the youth department. And Anthony was one of my faithfuls, one of my loyals, and he was my ride or die. So everything, God. So let me put this out. Okay. You can take it down, Kwame. I don't want to lose it. Take it down, take it down, take it down. All right, take it down, take it down. So Anthony was one of my kids, and I got a few of my other kids' moms on this thread, and they know Anthony was the sweetest kid out there. Anthony was he was one of the kids that used to come to Bible study and to youth church with a real Bible. Now, y'all know y'all don't see them real Bibles no more, where he would have the Bible under his arm and he'd come in the back, he'd have his slacks on and his dress shoes and his button-down shirt, and all the other little hooligan children saints got on they they Air Force Ones, and they sagging and they hair, just looking on the kind of way, hey, what's good, Mr. Dante? What we talking about today? And Anthony be sitting there like, we're gonna talk about the Lord. Like the Lord. And I'm doing the Bible scriptures and turn your Bible, y'all. Turn your Bible. Anthony got his pages. He flipping, everybody looking like, hey, Miss Dante, I ain't got no Bible.
Right.
I ain't got no Bible. Yes, LaShawn, your son. I hope Drew is watching. Drew will be there. I love me some Andrew. Drew be there like, Miss Dante, I ain't got no Bible, man. But I'm here. I love the Lord. But Anthony was the kid that would come on Wednesday night Bible study, and if nobody else showed up, it'll be me and Anthony in the back eating pizza, talking about that. So as Anthony got older, because Anthony was always a little awkward, the awkward church kid. You know how they are, Dana. They the church kid in school.
Right.
Everybody like, man, why you save, man? You boring.
You
and
deep.
Anthony, he felt bad because it was like, Miss Dante, they always, talking about me. I'm like, why? Because they say I'm a church kid. I'm like, but you are a church kid. And,
right.
As an adult, we give that, ain't nothing wrong with that. You be you, but we have to sometimes as adults, we got to go back to our time in school and how we want to fit in. We want to fit in. We want to be liked by everybody. So Anthony, he hit this age, something happened. He started getting the beard and the little facial hair, and he'll come to me and say, hey, you see this? You see this? I can get the keys to the Benz now, right? I can get the keys to the car now. I'm like, oh, you smelling yourself? Like, yeah, and you can drive my car. When you get your license, you can drive my car. I ain't got no problem with it. So we had this one Wednesday night Bible study where, all the kids came out, and Shayna and Drew, they was there. And Anthony said, and he was real shy. He said, it's this girl I like. It's this girl I like in school. I'm like, oh, okay, bet. What's our IG? He's like, I follow on Instagram. Like, okay, so let's see your Instagram page. He showed us the Instagram page. It was so saved. It was so saved. And we looking like, oh, Anthony, man, she not gonna follow you back, man. Your Instagram page is too saved, man. It's too saved. He was holy, and he said, well, I don't want all that stuff on my page. I don't do all that. I don't look at me that kind of way. We said, all right, let's do a photo shoot. Let's do a photo shoot with you, Anthony. So everybody taking off their jewelry and putting on Anthony. And we said, all right, dip this way, find your swag. And it was so much fun because he was laughing and he was joking and we taking his pictures. He didn't post none of the pictures on the Instagram page.
Wow.
He said, that's not me. And he kept it 100. He was like, that's not me. And although some may have looked at him like, oh, he's just an awkward little kid or whatever, he stayed true to himself. He loved the Lord. He loved his Bible. I finally got him to just, use your Bible on your phone, Anthony. You just use your phone. We got to that part. But all the kids in youth church, they loved Anthony. Anthony was just the coolest kid. And I woke up this morning and I was getting text messages from the kids telling me, did you hear the news? I'm like, yo, no. And whenever they say, did you hear the news? It's not something good when it's 6 a.m. And I'm like, y'all knuckleheads normally sleep. And to just hear that he was struck by a vehicle while riding his bike, and he had just learned to drive. He was driving now, but I haven't seen him because of the pandemic. We had the pandemic. We haven't been in church in over a year. We haven't had youth church. We were trying to do it via Zoom, but all the kids now, some are graduating high school. He had just got accepted into college, so it was a huge blow, huge blow. Just pray for his mom. He was her pride and joy. Everybody at church loved Anthony. He talked to everybody. And then what people don't know is that Anthony actually befriended my dad. My stepfather and my mom. Anthony loved my stepdad. I didn't know they had that kind of relationship, but and he loved my mom. So my stepdad and my mom were just devastated by the news because they had took him on as one of their other many kids that they have. But Anthony was a beautiful soul, a beautiful light. You knew he was there in the room. Even if he was quiet, he was still there. And he would always just be like, Donta, I just, do they like me? I'm like, they love you, man. I mean, because I don't curse, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do that kind of stuff. I'm like, well, they don't either. Supposed to not to.
Right, supposed to not to.
Supposed to not to, Anthony. But they're gonna be like you one day. I'm gonna get them like you one day, Anthony. And that was our running joke. So, I'm sad. 2021 has been trash. I already lost my dad February 6th, and then here's Anthony. It's just been trash this year already. But to be able to share with y'all this young man's life and his light, it makes a difference, because I hate when people pass away and the world don't hear their goodness.
Right.
So, he's definitely, I just want to share that, his goodness. He was a good kid. And with all the noise that we hear about, Black youth doing this and doing that, doing this, he went against the grain. He was a definite good kid. All right. So that was my shout out to Anthony. Coin, can you show one more time? Everybody just give it up for Anthony. He is resting in the arms of the Lord. I have no doubt. That's my boy. That's my Anthony. That's him right there. That was my boy. That was him before the mustache and the beard came in, because when that came in, he was just, he was a man in his eyes. He was a man. So, that's it, y'all. All right, Dana. Yeah. All right, you want to start the closeouts?
Well, I mean, in light of his passing, prayers go out to his family and things. And that's even more, that should even push us more to reach out to people to make sure they're doing all right. Let someone know you love them. Yeah. People often tend to say tomorrow's not promised, but I say the very next minute is not promised.
Right.
So if you have loved ones or friends or people, you just want to just shoot them a text just to see how they're doing. Even if you think they're doing well, just say hi. That may be the last time you may get a chance to say hi to that person. And, you could be saving their life as well. So just reach out. And, we love you guys. I just want you to know that we love you all. And don't forget to spread love instead of spreading lies. We're going to go four past a song tonight, I do believe. But just spread love. That's all we have to do is just spread love.
Yeah. And to the parents out there, follow Dana.
I'm sorry. Follow me. I mean, that was just touching, so I forgot all that. But follow me on Instagram at DNA716. Thank you, Kwame.
And then real talk, parents out there, just, check on your kids. Make sure they're good. Have conversations with them. Don't let them get caught up so much on social media that you're not spending time to have good quality conversations. I think there's nothing that I really enjoy more than when I'm just sitting talking to my mom. We just really just sitting there, just talking about everything under the sun, just talking, and talking to my dad, and my sister stopped by the house today, just having these conversations, because like Dana said, tomorrow's not promised. The rest of today is not promised. And we got to do our part to make sure that we don't lose each other in the midst of all this social media stuff, because social media will trick us into thinking that we're connected, and we're not. We're not. To say, I just talked to them on Facebook, or I just like their picture. But we have not been in the presence of our loved ones in so long that a lot of people just right now are in need of a serious hug.
That's it. You hit it right there.
That physical touch is needed. And although we cannot touch each other physically, just know that we're hugging y'all. We're holding y'all. When you lay down at night, just know that you're not by yourself. We know that it's difficult. Prayerfully, stuff will be lifted safely. so we can all go out safely, after we get to herd immunity. But let's not take these days for granted. And although we tripping off of, Kirk Franklin cussing his son out, his son doing this for money, Derek Jackson is a lying whore. We got all this stuff going on. But are those really our issues?
Right.
Basically, let's not over consume ourselves with things and people who really have no place in our lives, and it's not even our business.
Right.
Let's check on our friends. Let's check on our loved ones, the people that we tangibly know.
Right.
Amen.
Exactly. You're right.
Amen, saints. Amen. The
We're
people
standing.
that you know, check on them. So stop all this clout chasing and running behind these celebrities with their issues when your friend sitting right next to you has been crying out for help for months, but you've been ignoring them because you're looking at millionaires act the fool.
Right.
I'm guilty of it too. So let's make sure to check on each other. All right. So with that being said, follow me on Instagram. Donta_Morrison on Instagram. Follow the Donta Show on YouTube, youtube.com/Donta Morrison. Follow us. Follow my go to my website, DontaMorrison.com. You saw the commercial at the top of the show. Just check us all out.
Check us out.
All out. Just make sure to check us out. On tomorrow, we have author and film creator, director, producer, Vashia Rohn. She's our special guest on tomorrow. She has a new project coming out. We support everything Black. So if you are a Black filmmaker, author, entrepreneur, whatever, we got you. I'm looking at the lineup. Between now and the middle of April, we have a lineup of Black leaders and influencers that you do not want to miss. If you want to be a guest on the Donta Show, reach out to pyromedianetwork.com and just find the Donta Show and put in a suggestion. We can get you on. All right. So we love y'all. We mean it. The village, without y'all, we'd be two dudes just talking to each other. We thank you. We appreciate you for rocking with us for the last 2 years. It's been 2 years. Me and Dana have been doing the Donta Show. We really love you so much. Make sure to continue to spread our awareness, our shows, our messages, and also shout out to Kwame Corbett, the man behind the scenes that you never see. Kwame Corbett and Pyro Media Network, they make all this happen. So we appreciate Kwame and Pyro Media Network. Check out Sunday Dinner Soul Food out there in Corona. My girl, Shari Stamps, put the thing in the chat, but check, you want some short ribs and all that you want just one rib, go on to Sunday dinners and do all that. Check out the Thai East Report. It comes on all times of the day, but you want to make sure to check out Thai East Jackson and the Thai East Report. It is the break you need. Trust me, it is the break you need, and it will give you so much life and joy. Check, I see my girl Steph Sins on here. Ooh La La Toffee. If you want some toffee cookies, check out Ooh La La Toffee. OOOLALA.com. OolalaToffee.com. Just check out Steph Sins and all the other Black entrepreneurs watching the Donta Show. This is your show too. Put your websites and all that in the links, and you never know who's watching. All right. Exactly. So until tomorrow night, we love you, we mean it, and we will see you then. Take care and God bless.
All right. Peace.